So glad you're here. So look in the comments, scroll all the way up so it says free download. And if you're watching live today, you can download my Christmas countdown pages for your student data folder. Okay, so you're welcome to that. It's on Google Drive. Okay, and so it's a free download for you guys for watching. So thank you so much. I am so excited to have you here. All right, let me fix my screen. And I'm not going to have my face on here the full time because I know my face freezes sometimes. So with that being said, here we go. If you would like to get onto my newsletter, so each Sunday I send out a Sunday newsletter. It has freebies, it has a BOGO, it has dollar deals, it has a blog post of the week, podcast episode of the week, YouTube video of the week, my weekly lesson plan, tips of the week, upcoming webinar information. So you can sign up on my email list. If you scroll up in the comments where it says free lesson plans for Christmas in Germany, that will get you on my email list. So this is the actual newsletter that I sent out this morning. And so it has all the different icons on here, my blog, my webinar, TPT store, podcast video, a dollar deal, a freebie, a BOGO, and then a tip of the week. You can watch it at your leisure or listen to it if you want to on my podcast. And then if you love what I'm sharing with you today and you want more of this, stay tuned to the end because you could have a chance to join my Cross-Curricular membership for only $1 for a 7-day trial period where all of your lesson plans and resources are already made for you so you can take back your weekends. So let's take your classroom to the next level. Hey, Jill, I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget your free download if you're just coming on in, okay? All right, so we're going to have a Facebook challenge in our Facebook group. I am so excited about this. So the 12 Days of Christmas is coming up starting today. Okay, this evening, this afternoon, I'm going to be posting a freebie. And then, hi Brenda, I'm so glad you're here. No worries about watching. You can always watch the replay later on, okay? Don't worry about that. So hey Danielle, I'm so glad you're here. So like I said, today this afternoon, I'm going to be posting our first Facebook challenge, and it's going to be all about reindeer. Okay, so I'm giving away a free resource for 12 days for the 12 days of Christmas. So day one is going to be my reindeer research resource that you can comment on, and if you comment on it, you're going to comment a word like reindeer. Okay, and then I will pick a winner each evening after I post the challenge. Okay, day two is all about writing letters to Santa. Day 3 is all about how to decorate a Christmas tree. Day 4 is Christmas Trolls, story companion. Day 5 is how to build a snowman. Day 6 is my candy cane science investigation. Day 7 is how to build a gingerbread house, writing craftivity. Day 8 is how to make hot chocolate, writing craftivity. Day number 9, how to wrap a present, writing craftivity. Day 10 is my Polar Express story companion. Day 11 is my Nutcracker story companion, which is actually a dollar deal today. And day 12 is all about my Christmas celebrations around the world. And that one's a big one. So stay tuned for that in our Facebook group. And then exciting news, this is going to be our next webinar all about cross-curricular fun for January. So in January, it's going to be Jan Brett author study, Arctic and Antarctic animals, snowman, New Year's goals and resolutions, winter animals like hibernation, and then Martin Luther King Jr., and so much more in January. So stay tuned for that. And any of these free webinars that I'm giving, you can receive 1 hour of CPE credit because I'm CPE certified. Okay, so you guys can get your CPE hours from me if you need them. I have a CPE number and everything. So today, if you are commenting, you could win one of these 4 fabulous resources. So the big one is Christmas Around the World thematic unit. Okay, and I'm going to go over all of these resources with you in this webinar so you know how to use my resources. And so if you want to win any of these, if I call your name, you can type in the resource that you would like. Okay, so Christmas Around the World is one of my favorites. It's got resources for Christmas Around the World booklet and a passport. So you have United States, Germany, England, Russia, Mexico, and Netherlands. Okay. The second one you could win is Let's Write About Christmas. It is writing templates and craftivities. And so you could write about Christmas trolls, reindeer, hot chocolate, letter to Santa, letter to the North Pole, lots of different writing craftivities. The third one you can choose is the linking literature, How to Catch Santa. So you can, there's a story that I'm going to share with you about how to catch Santa. It's a story companion, and it has a writing craftivity plus vocabulary cards. It has skill cards. It has anchor charts, interactive notebooks. The fourth resource you could choose from is my Christmas Writing Center that I just created last year. So this year will be the second time I've had this in my classroom. My kiddos love the Christmas Writing Center. They actually love all the writing centers, but Christmas is so special for them. They can write letters to Santa. They can write a list to Santa. They can write a letter to mom. They can write a postcard. They can write a recipe, Christmas recipe. They can write a letter to a Christmas card to one of their friends. They can write a sticker story. They can write a shape book. And then I have a video that you guys can watch on my YouTube channel that has how to set it up, okay? So you can win any of these 4 resources if you are commenting. So keep those comments coming. You never know when I'm going to pick somebody. And you guys don't know this, but so Monday and Tuesday of this week, we're going to have a cyber sale. TPT is having a cyber sale. You could save up to 25% off on your purchases. So my whole store is going to be 20% off, okay? And so you guys want to check that out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be putting a link in the Facebook group if you want to check out my store. And you could save up to 25% off. And the code is CYBER24, okay? So look out for that. And, we're going to go ahead and pick our first winner today, okay? So let's see. How about Brenda Norris? Yay, Brenda. Okay, Brenda, you're going to be my first winner. Congratulations, Brenda. So you tell me which resource you would like today, okay? Yay. So this is the free download if you are showing up live today. If you will look in the comments and scroll all the way up. If you just joined us, go in the comments to where it says free download Christmas countdowns, okay? It's a Google Drive document, okay? And you guys can click on the link and it'll take you straight to the countdown so you can download it. So the countdown has a Christmas tree, has a Santa Claus, it has a gingerbread house, it has a sack of toys, and it has Santa's sleigh. So what I normally do for this, it also has colored ones also that you could use on your document camera or your smartboard, whatever you want to use. And this is the one that you can use for the whole class. If you want to make one of these, like a big one, and blow it up on your poster maker, that would be really fun. You could have a class countdown using one of the colored ones. But what I normally do is I have the kids color in a number each day, and I keep these in their student data folder. So in their data folder, they have all of their calendars for every month, okay? Oh, good, Brenda, you want the Writing Center? Awesome, I will message it to you. That is awesome. So you can choose any of these that you want to choose from and have the kids color in a number and keep it in their student data folder. So it's really fun for them to have a countdown in the classroom. So you can have a black and white one, or you can have a colored one. That is up to you. All right, so these are my units for December. And I typically try to do, most of these will be just one day, but the Christmas Around the World one will be for the whole 3 weeks, because it takes me the full 3 weeks to do all of the countries that I do, okay? Hey, Dora, I'm so glad you're here. And so I have a Nutcracker Day, I have a Reindeer Day, I have Gingerbread Day, a Grinch Day, a Polar Express Day, an Elf Day, and then Jan Brett is my author study that I do for the whole month of December. And of course, Christmas Around the World is all tied in to all of these days. So for example, when I do Russia, I have a Nutcracker Day. When I do Germany, I'll have a Gingerbread Day. Okay. When I do United States, I might have a Polar Express Day. Okay. Do you see where I'm going with this? So it's all tied together to match the countries. And Jan Brett has some great mentor texts, let me tell you. So I read Christmas Trolls. I read The Wild Christmas Reindeer. Who's That Knocking on Christmas Eve? Gingerbread Baby, Home for Christmas, Gingerbread Friends, The 12 Days of Christmas, The Nutcracker, and The Night Before Christmas. So for each different day that I do for the holidays around the world, I pick one of her books that goes well with that country, okay? For example, Gingerbread Baby goes perfect with Germany, okay? The Night Before Christmas goes perfect with England, okay? The Nutcracker goes perfect with Russia. So she has a lot of great story companions that you can actually teach cross-curricular. You can read those books during Reader's Workshop and then have the Christmas Around the World during social studies. Or you can have them write about it during writing time. So it's a lot of things you can do cross-curricular. I love teaching cross-curricular. I love that the kids can make better connections that way. This is my author study for Jan Brett. So what I just did is I took some pictures off the internet and I copied them on colored paper. And then I took some of the book covers and I just copied them and then laminated them and put them on a bulletin board. And so then underneath the bulletin board, I have a shelf. I have a bookshelf that displays all of her books. And so every month, my author center will change. They love the author center. And that's actually one of my centers that I have for my center rotations. So this is some writing craftivities that you could do with Jan Brett. This is the Gingerbread Baby. This is Christmas Trolls. This is Who's That Knocking on Christmas Eve? Actually, that's one of my favorites. I love that story. The Night Before Christmas, The Wild Christmas Reindeer, and The Mitten. Okay? So a lot of these craftivities are in the resource called Let's Write About Christmas that you could win today if you're commenting. Or if you want to check out my Jan Brett author study, later on, I'm going to be uploading this resource, this PowerPoint, into the Facebook group. It's a freebie in my TPT store. And then you guys can download this. And any of these pictures that you see, you can click on the pictures. It'll take you straight to the resource if you're interested to look at it. Okay? This is my theme center. I have a theme center in my classroom that switches off between science and social studies. And so 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, usually for science and social studies. And then this is my Christmas Around the World one. So I have a bulletin board that shows all the different countries. And then I have these Santa paper dolls that I have for each country. So like you see these boxes, I have United States, Holland, Germany, Persia, Holy Land, Russia, Spain. So all the different Santa Clauses around the world. And then I have all of these German trinkets over here, gingerbread houses, and then bears dressed with lederhosen, and then gingerbread men, German hats, the German Christmas tree with the candles, and different things they can play with. I also bought a brand new, I'm so excited to use this. Walmart has a gingerbread house kit that is wooden, kind of like Melissa and Doug, but it's a Walmart brand. But I cannot wait to put it in my kitchen center because they can build a gingerbread house that is wooden, and then they can write about it. I'm so excited. So you decide what you want to do for your theme center, but I have a lot of different things, books, read-alouds they can play with, puppets, felt board puppets, and puzzles, all different kinds of things that go with the unit that we're doing. So it is so fun. That's one of their favorite centers, actually. Another favorite center that they love is the Writing Center. So this is one of the resources that you can win today if you're commenting. And these are the cards that I have that I laminated and put up on the bulletin board. I'll show you a close-up in just a second. It says, what can I write about? I can write a shape book. I can write a letter. I can write a how-to book. That's just some of them. There's a lot more than that. And then there's these vocabulary words that I put on a ring that they can use to write in the Writing Center. So they have like candy cane, chimney, reindeer, lights, Santa, Rudolph, elf, Mrs. Claus, all different kinds of pictures that go with the word. And these are great for your ESL learners. If they need a word with a picture, this is perfect for them. And so that is awesome. Oh yeah, Christy, go to Walmart and go get yourself a wooden gingerbread house kit. It looks so much fun. I should have taken a picture of it, but next time I will. So this is my writing center for Christmas. I absolutely adore this center. It is so fun. The kids absolutely love it. And I have these little Santa, Mrs. Claus, Elf, gingerbread, Christmas tree toppers that I put on top of each of the cards. So they can write a sticker story. They can write a list. They can write a letter to Santa. They can write a how-to story, how to catch Rudolph or how to catch Santa. I can write a recipe. I can write a card. And then I get these little cards off of Amazon, a little group of cards, about a 20 pack of cards they can write in. I always tell them they can only use one card at a time. They cannot write like 5 or 6 cards at a time when they're at the writing center, because then they're all gone. And the other kids won't have a chance to write in their card. And then I have a mailbox. And then if you live in Texas, go to HEB, and HEB has really cute Santa Claus mailboxes right now. Okay, so if you need a mailbox for your writing center, go to HEB. And you can also get these off Amazon. But I have all the templates copied that they can choose from: the shape book, the sticker story, the letter, the recipe, the how-to book. It's all copied, and I put it in this clear plastic shelf right here. And then I have a cute little tin that has all these little Christmas pins that they can use. In this little shelf here, it pulls out, the drawers pull out. I have Post-it notes that are Christmas themed. I have the cards that are Christmas themed. And I have stickers that are Christmas themed. So I'm actually going to school today after this webinar, and I'm going to be setting up my classroom all for Christmas. And I just cannot wait to set up my writing center. It's one of my most favorite things to set up. And the kids, when they come in the room, they're so excited to see how the room has changed from November to December. Another one of my favorite centers, and the kids' favorite center, is the kitchen center. Now, my kitchen center is all about procedural writing, and so they write recipe pages or they write how-to pages on how to make something. So in the kitchen center, I have this shelf that says first, then, next, and last, and it has cards on it. So whenever they're writing their how-to story, they're writing first, then, next, and last. They can decorate a Christmas tree, so I put a little white Christmas tree that lights up. I have a little tin full of ornaments. They can decorate the tree, but they have to make sure they put the ornaments back in the box when they're finished writing their story, so the next child can decorate the tree. And then I have these Christmas cookies from Melissa and Doug that I got off of Amazon. And so they can make Christmas cookies. They can write about how to make Christmas cookies. One of my most favorite things to do in the kitchen center is get different themed Christmas cookie cutters, or just different cookie cutters for all the holidays. And so I have all these cookie cutters. They can trace around them. On their recipe pages, it has 4 different boxes. They can trace around the cookie cutter, and then they can decorate the cookie how they want to, and color it, outline it with their marker or whatever, and then they can write about it. So it's so fun. Kitchen Center is all about procedural writing. And then this is where I'm going to put my gingerbread house also, so they can write how to make a gingerbread house. And so that is so exciting. So, and then I put the writing craftivity on the wall up here that they can use as an example. And the only one that I don't have up here yet is my gingerbread house. So I'm going to get that on there today. So I'm excited. All right. So we're going to start with Christmas Around the World. If you guys have any suggestions, or you have something in your classroom that you love to do, please share, because we all would love to hear about it, okay? So don't be scared to do that. You guys can comment however you want to, and share your great ideas. So, oh good, Tamiko, I'm so glad you love the theme center. Oh, Janina, you're going to school today? Oh yes, that's awesome. Send me a picture of your room, Janina. I want to see it. I would love to see it. Or post it in our Facebook group. We should make a post in our Facebook group full of classrooms decorated for Christmas. That would be fun. I would love that. Okay, so Christmas Around the World, it starts on, I'm going to start tomorrow actually. And they have this booklet that you can make. So I just take the red and the green construction paper, and I make a pattern, red, green, and then I make a book. So it has about 6 or 7 pages in it. And then on the first day, we read Jingle Bells. Now, this is not the typical Jingle Bells song that you guys know. This book is by Isa Trapani, and it takes you around the world to different countries But it also has the Jingle Bells song in it, but it changes the words to fit the country, okay? So it has, I think it has Mexico, it has, I want to say Guatemala, I want to say Africa, and maybe Germany, it has Sweden, maybe Russia. It has different countries, and so the kids can see how they spend their Christmas Eve. And so it's a really good way to introduce Christmas around the world, or holidays around the world, and then they can glue on their title on their book, Traveling Around the World for the Holidays, and then they have these children on the globe they can color and then cut out and glue on the front. So that is our Christmas Around the World book. On the first page, we glue a table of contents, and then as soon as we start United States on the second day, then we write USA on number 1. I don't have them fill out all these words, all the countries right away. We do the countries as we go, okay? And then on the third page, they glue this map of the world, and then we color in which country or which continents that we are talking about each day. And then here's a compass rose, and so they can remember north, south, east, west, and they can color in their countries. So as we go, we are writing in our table of contents, and then we are coloring in our countries. So, oh, Christy, you love Isa Trapani book. Yes, it is a great story. If you guys don't have this book, order it off of Amazon or look on YouTube. It is amazing. It is a great introduction. You can also read Joy to the World, Christmas Around the Globe. Here, this is another story that goes around the world also. There's a lot of books that are great, but these two are my favorites. Okay, day number 2 and 3. So you might want to take two days to do each country. If you want to do extravagant things, it's up to you. However much you want to do with the country, that is up to you, how much time you have. I mean, we have 3 weeks until Christmas break. So I think doing 2 days for a country would actually last me the whole 3 weeks. So, because I have 6 countries. So this is United States. We always start with America. I want the kids to make a good connection with America and how they celebrate Christmas first before we move on to any other countries. So a couple of books that I love to read is How Santa Got His Job. I love that book. And then Santa's Book of Names is awesome. There's also How to Catch Santa and The Polar Express. Okay. So, I give my kids a little candy cane. You know those little candy canes that come in their individual wrappers, the little small candy canes in a box? I give my kids a candy cane to munch on while we are working on in our book. Okay. I put on some Christmas music while they're working. So the first thing we do is, we talk about our traditions. And I read one of these stories, like in the morning, I might read one for Reader's Workshop. And then we do our 4 squares. So in the book right here on the right side, we have a 4 square that has the country, the flag, the food, and the tradition. And so they write USA, they draw the flag and then color it. We write our food that we eat. Now, your food that you eat, you might be different than what we eat, but you just make a list of food. And then how do we say Merry Christmas? We say Merry Christmas, and then we have Santa Claus. So you could also add Rudolph in there if you want to. And then that's the morning part. In the afternoon, for social studies, we would read Santa's Book of Names. And then you can have them color these pictures that are also in this resource if you are interested. The flag, the turkey, the house of lights, the candy cane, the stocking, the Christmas tree. And little do they know that a lot of these traditions that we have in America come from different countries around the world. And that's what makes it so fun, because as we're learning different countries, they're like, hey, we have a Christmas tree too. Like, that's from Germany. Or, hey, we have Christmas cards too. That's from England. So, different traditions that we have that have come over from different countries are so fun. And then you can have them have a passport if you want. This is also in the resource. The passport goes through each country. It has a map. If you don't want to make the booklet, you can have them do a passport. So they can color in the flag, and then there's a seal for each country, and then the map, they can color in the country or the state or whatever you want to do. And then they can keep the booklet in their work folder, and then they can just keep working on it every day. If you want to have them write letters to Santa or letters to the North Pole, that's why I'm saying you could have 2 days for this. If you want to have them write a letter to Santa during your writer's workshop time, or write a letter to Rudolph. There's also an elf in this resource. You could have them write to an elf, like their elf on the shelf. Or you could write to Mrs. Claus if you want to. And then you can show them parts of a letter. This is a separate resource. It's called My Letter to the North Pole. And it has the list right here. They can make a list. They can write their letter to Santa, and there's different pictures of Mrs. Claus, an elf, reindeer, and Santa Claus in this resource. So you can click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. And then here's parts of a letter, a heading, a greeting, the body, and the closing. You can teach them that. So that's really fun. This is a really cute craftivity you could have them do and then put in the hallway for Christmas. Here is How to Catch Santa. Here's 2 different books that you can read. How to Catch Santa Claus by Alice Watlick. I can't really read the author because it's kind of small. And then How to Catch Santa is by Jean Reagan. And then you can have them write first, then next, and last. How to Catch Santa. This would be really fun for them to write about as a procedural writing. And this is actually one of the resources that you could win today. Hi, Julie. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you guys are commenting. That's awesome. So you could have them illustrate Santa getting stuck in the chimney and then have them illustrate these. In the resource, I have the pictures already here and I have the blank pictures. So if you want them to draw their own pictures, that is up to you. They can write first, then next, and last in this resource, okay? You could also have them make hats if you want to have the Merry Christmas hat for Santa or Mrs. Claus. Here is another resource that you can click on the picture. It is all about my holiday hats for every month in celebration. These are holiday hats you can use for every month and holiday throughout the whole year. Okay, so this is an example of 2 of the hats here for Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus. All right, so that was day 2 and 3. Now we're going to do day 4 and 5. So from United States, I move on to England. Some of my favorite mentor texts you can read are The Night Before Christmas, Father Christmas by Raymond Briggs, and then Christmas in England by Cheryl Enderlin. So these books right here, these nonfiction stories, are perfect. I love them because they are not very long. They're short and sweet. They have beautiful photos to go with each country. There's Christmas in England. There's Christmas in Sweden. Christmas in Mexico, Christmas in Germany, lots of great stories. And so you can show them the vocabulary cards, Christmas, the flag of England, the Father Christmas, plum pudding. There's Christmas crackers. There's mistletoe. There's holly berries. And so they can do the 4 square first in the morning if you want to read The Night Before Christmas. And the reason why I read Night Before Christmas is because at the end it says, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So Happy Christmas is how they say Merry Christmas. So we write the country, we draw the flag, we write the food, the plum pudding, the fruit cake, and then their traditions is Father Christmas and Happy Christmas. That's the beginning. That's the very first thing we do for Reader's Workshop. In the afternoon, you could read Christmas in England for social studies. And then you can have them color these pictures of the flag, the plum pudding, the holly berry, and the Christmas crackers. And then you could give them one of the jelly-filled the cookies that you want. If you want to buy these at Walmart or H-E-B, give them one of these cookies and they can eat while they're munching on them. You can also give them a little package of pudding to eat for plum pudding if you want them to do that too. So that's up to you. But that is really fun for England. And then if you want to do an evergreen investigation, this would be really fun for science. If you live in a place that has evergreen trees, pine trees, and you can collect different types of evergreen trees and put them in baggies and then label them, the different kinds of trees, and then have them investigate different pine needles with a magnifying glass. They can also investigate pine cones, and then you can have an investigation where they travel around the room. You can have different stations of different pine cones, different pine needles they can investigate. They can draw or illustrate the different ones on their template. And this resource is called O Tannenbaum, an evergreen tree investigation. This is so fun. I love to do this during Christmas time. And it's really fun for science because they're comparing the different pine needles, different kinds of pine cones. If you have different sizes of pine cones, that's also really fun for them to observe and be able to touch them. And so it's really, really fun. You could also have holly berries. Different kinds of evergreen trees is really fun to do for science. And then day 6 and 7, I go to Germany. And so Germany is one of my favorites because that is my ancestral traditional traditions that I do in my family, because my family is from Germany. So both of my sides of my family is from Germany. And so I love to read The Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. So we read that in the morning for Reader's Workshop, and they do their Foursquare. So they write Germany is the country, they draw the flag and color it. Their food is gingerbread, turkey, duck, and then traditions is St. Nicholas, and then Fröhliche Weihnachten for how to say Merry Christmas. I give them a gingerbread cookie to munch on, and then at Walmart or H-E-B, they probably have little packages of little gingerbread cookies you could give your kids if you want them to munch on those while they're working. Make sure you're playing some Christmas music while they're working and set the mood. And so that could be in the morning. Here's some vocabulary cards that are in the resource. Has the flag, St. Nicholas, the Christkindl. It has gingerbread houses, gingerbread man. In the afternoon, you could read Christmas in Germany by Jack Manning. I love these books. Again, they're short and sweet. They're easy to read. They're not very long, and they have beautiful pictures. And so in the afternoon, they color the flag. They do the Advent wreath, Advent candles, the children dressed in lederhosen, St. Nicholas, the stocking, and the gingerbread house. Okay? And if you really want them to have fun, you can have them decorate a gingerbread house. Okay? So this is another resource that I have that you could do. If you can click on the pictures later. This is the, over here, this is the writing craftivity that I'm going to be hanging up in my kitchen center. How to build a gingerbread house. So the wooden gingerbread house I was telling you guys about, that's at H-E-B. No, at Walmart, sorry. At Walmart, I'm going to have them build that in the kitchen center, and then they're going to write about it. So that is going to be the example I'm going to put up in the kitchen center. Or you can have them decorate a paper bag. So you can get those paper bags from H-E-B or your grocery store. And then in the resource, I have examples. I have detailed instructions on how to put together the paper bag. And then you can give them cotton balls to glue on the top. And then I have all of these templates for windows and candy and gingerbread man, the door, the Christmas tree. They can color them, cut them out, and then glue them onto the paper bag and make a gingerbread house. Let me tell you, this is so much fun. They love this project. And this also would be a really cute project for them to make for mom and dad for Christmas. You can put cotton balls on the side for the snow and then at the bottom. So that's really, really fun. Or you can also order these foam gingerbread houses off of Oriental Trading, and then have them actually decorate the foam gingerbread house with actual candy. If you want to have them, if you want a whole day full of gingerbread house making, you can have the kids bring in like the Fruit Loops and the pretzels and the frosting. They each bring a can of frosting. And then they can decorate their gingerbread house. I give them a paper plate that is a Chinette oval paper plate. I use the Chinette paper plates because they're more sturdy and they don't fall apart. And then I put them in a paper bag, not paper bag, a baggie, one of those jumbo baggies from H-E-B. And then I write their name at the top so then they can carry it home. And that can also be a special gift for mom and dad for Christmas if you want. It's just really, really fun. You can put little gingerbread cookies in there inside the plate. They can make a little yard with marshmallows and candy canes. So it's just a really fun decorating day for them if you want to do it. So that's really fun for Germany. Here's a gingerbread hat that they could make that has a gingerbread boy at the top. Again, you can click on the picture and it'll take you to the resource if you want to check out my holiday hats, okay? Okay, day 8 and 9 is Russia. So Russia, you could read The Nutcracker by Jan Brett, okay? The Russian tea cake balls, you can have them, you can eat some of those while they're working. And then the Foursquare, they're going to write Russia, the flag, the Elf Maiden, the Grandfather Frost, the Nutcracker, and then their food, the turkey, the ham, and then soup. And so their pictures in the afternoon, you could read Cultural Traditions in Russia. This is also a great book that talks about Russia with real photographs. And it's nonfiction, so that's really awesome. And then they can color the flag, their soup, the Matryoshka dolls. I can't say that word. And then the onion domes, the Grandfather Frost, and then the boy and girl with the North Star. And so that's what they could do for Russia in the afternoon. Then you can give them Matryoshka dolls. Matryoshka dolls. I cannot say that word. It's hard to say. Grandfather Frost. Here is the flag of Russia. These are all in the resource. And then you could also read the tale of Babushka, the traditional tale of Babushka. You could read that story as well. That would be awesome. Okay, so Russia is really fun. You could have a Nutcracker Day, and then you could play the Nutcracker music in the background while they're working. That they love it, because some kids don't know about Nutcracker music. They don't even know about the Nutcracker play. So if you want them to watch a little bit of the Nutcracker play, that would be fun too. So this is a Nutcracker sequencing foldable that you can give them. If you take a big piece of construction paper, and then have them, you fold it in half like hot dog style, and then you on the inside you can have them glue first, then next, and last. Here are sentences that are already in the resource that are already made for you, but they're also blank, so you could have them write their own sentences inside the boxes if you wanted to. And then there's these picture cards. They can color and draw and put them in on the opposite side of the foldable. So it has blank ones as well if you want them to draw their own. You can also have them create an adventure to the land of sweets. Okay, they can illustrate some candy, peppermint candy, and put it at the top for their topper. They can write about their adventure to the land of sweets. You can also do a nut investigation. You can get a bag of nuts if you want to have get a bag that is has the whole nuts in it. It's like the walnuts and the pecans, the almonds, pistachios, the Brazil nuts, all different kinds of nuts, and have them sort them. They can graph them. They have a little chart right here. They can put walnuts, peanuts, pistachios, almonds, pecans, and then an assortment of other ones. And they can have, then you can actually give them some nuts if they're not allergic to them. So just make sure you check their allergies. But nuts are really fun to look at and assort, and then you can count them, and then you can graph them. And this is another resource that is in my store that is all about sorting different nuts. And then you could have them make these little ornaments if you want to have them make a nutcracker. Here is a picture of some nutcrackers with the pom-pom head. You could have them paint their body red and their pants. This is like a little clothespin that you can get off of Amazon. The pants are blue, and then you could have them decorate their little face. But that is a really fun ornament they can make for the nutcracker. Let's see. Tamiko says, what is the Foursquare? Okay, so for example, the Foursquare would be at you see where at the bottom right here where my mouse is circling? This is the Foursquare that we use for each country that is already in the resource, okay? So it says country, flag, food, and then traditions. So for each country, we do a Foursquare, and it goes on the right side of the book that they glue in the right side, and then on the left side, they draw and color their pictures, okay? So that is the Foursquare. You don't have to do the Foursquare if you don't want to. You can just do the pictures. But I like to do the Foursquare so they can write, because I like to have them do lots of cross-curricular writing as well. Hey, Melissa, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Erin, I'm so glad you're here. So, Tamiko, I hope that explains it a little bit better. But I have these Foursquares for each country that they write on. Okay, so moving on to Mexico. Mexico, you can read The Legend of the Poinsettia during Reader's Workshop by Tommy DePaula. Love that story. And then, of course, they can do their Foursquare. So the country is Mexico. They say Feliz Navidad. And then their flag from Mexico, they can draw, color it. Their food is tacos, tamales. And then their traditions, they have piñatas, poinsettias, and las posadas. And then in the afternoon, you can have them read. You can read Christmas in Mexico by Cheryl Enderlin. So this is another great nonfiction book that you can read. It's short and sweet. It's not very long. It has real photographs. It's so awesome. You can give them some old-fashioned Christmas hard candy to munch on, that they can munch on while you're doing Mexico. Because I do the candy because of the piñata. Okay. You can do any kind of candy if you want to, but I like doing the hard candy because some of the kids have never had the Christmas hard candy before. And then you could read The Night of Las Posadas by Tommy DePaula if you want to. These are the vocabulary cards. Christmas in Mexico has the flag, it has Las Posadas, it has poinsettias. They can color in the piñata, the poinsettia, the tamales, and then the candle for Las Posadas, then Mary and Joseph. Excuse me. And that is Christmas in Mexico. Mexico's so fun. And then you can have them, you can learn about the Netherlands. Okay, so day 12 and 13 is all about the Netherlands. Here's some books that I love to read. You can read a story about Sinterklaas or the Baker's Dozen. Excuse me. Is St. Nicholas' Tale. I just recently learned about this book, The Baker's Dozen. I did not know that this was a story about St. Nicholas, and a man in the story is called Mr. Amsterdam that has a bakery that he sells different cookies that is Sinterklaas style in St. Nicholas. So it's a really good story. It's a good folktale. So you can read one of these in the morning, and then they're Foursquare. They can color in right here. It's the country is the Netherlands. The flag, they can color the flag. Excuse me, my voice is getting bad. Traditions are Sinterklaas, the wooden shoes, and then the food is the Dutch chocolate and the turkey. I give them some Dutch chocolate that they can eat, but here's what I do for that. So I have them take off their shoes in at the very beginning of my social studies time, and I have them put their shoes out in the hallway. And then I tell them, we're going to wait and see if Sinterklaas is going to come and fill their shoes with chocolate, because that's what they do in the Netherlands. And so on St. Nicholas Day, which is December the 6th, you could have them do this. So I get one of my office staff teachers to come down and fill their shoes with a piece of chocolate. And so then after she gives the all clear, then we go outside and we find out which kinds of goodies we have in our shoes. They absolutely love this. So fun. And it's really it makes great connections because they actually experience it. So then we get to eat our chocolate while we're working on our book. And then in the afternoon, you could read The Netherlands, this cultural traditions in the Netherlands. This is another great book you could get off of Amazon. It has real photographs and it's short and sweet. And then they color the flag, they color the wooden shoes, they color Sinterklaas, the wreath, and their tulips and windmills. Okay, so that's what we do for the Netherlands, and that's really fun. If you want to do a Polar Express Day as your party, you could have a Christmas party with Polar Express. You could have the kids dressed in pajamas, and you could have your cafeteria set up as the Polar Express. And I just took pictures when kindergarten did this because I thought it was so cute. So you could have your parents make a train out of the cafeteria table, put a little train engine on the front with lights, and then they can have their hot chocolate, they can have their juice, they can have their treats or cookies. If you want to have them sit at the table and then do your little party, you could have them write as Polar Express Adventure. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, Brenda. Go ahead, and I will message the resource to you later. Okay, sweetie, don't worry. Okay. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. They could write a Polar Express Adventure. Here, there's a writing craftivity. They could do a sequencing foldable for the Polar Express. Again, you can take a big piece of construction paper, fold it in half, hot dog style. Okay, and then you're going to put the train on the front of it, like this right here at the bottom. And then open it up on the inside, and then they put the first, then next, last, and they have the pictures. Okay. You could also have them make a Jingle Bell necklace, which is really fun. You could have some parents come in and help you make the Jingle Bell necklace with the red, the white, and the green beads, pony beads, and then the little jingle bells. That's really fun. You could also have some of your parents make Christmas trains out of candy. So if you look right here, here's Lifesavers for the engine, the Reese's Pieces for the wheels, and then the Hershey Kiss right here as the smokestack. And then you have 3 different Hershey bars here for the engine. So you could have them hot glue those together for the kids. They can take those home. That would be fun. You can also have, if you don't want to do a party, you can have them just make hot chocolate, okay? And so you could have them make how to make hot chocolate. You could actually make hot chocolate with your class if you want to use a percolator full of hot water, or you could put your hot chocolate in a crock pot. I know a lot of teachers like to do that as well. And then have your kids write about how to make hot chocolate. That is super fun. So this is a resource, if you click on the pictures, about my Polar Express Day, okay? You could also have them make a Polar Express hat if you wanted them to. And this is another resource you can click on later too, okay? Oh, we're going to go ahead and pick a second winner. All right, let's see who's been commenting here. Let's see. How about Melissa Kudlowick? Melissa, congratulations, Melissa. Okay, you're my second winner, Melissa Kudlowick. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. So far my 2 winners are Brenda and Melissa. So you guys can choose which resource you would like. There is Christmas Around the World resource for free if you want, or there is How to Catch Santa Claus Story Companion, or there is Let's Write About Christmas Writing Craftivities. You're welcome, Melissa. Or there is my Christmas Writing Center. So let me know which one you would like, and after the webinar, I'm going to message it to you, okay? All right, so if you want to have a reindeer day, we have a reindeer day, which is our very last day right before the holiday. So our last day of school is a half day. And so in the morning at 8:30, we have parents that come in and run all of our reindeer stations. We have about 12 reindeer stations that we have the kids go through. We give the kids a time limit. So we give them about an hour and a half to go through 12 stations. And we have parents that run everything. So all of the teachers have to do is we just walk around and monitor this. It is so awesome. And so I'm going to go through some of the stations that we have with you. We have a reindeer ornament station. They color an ornament right here. And they can use a Sharpie. And then one of the parents is going to staple the ornament onto the reindeer antlers. Okay. Now, we have about 100 first graders. And so we have a big neighborhood in our first grade section where the kids can walk around at their own pace. And then they can go to each station, but they have to go to all 12 of them. So as soon as they're done with the station, they finish their whatever the activity is, then they have to go to another station. They cannot go back to the same station twice. So that we give them a little bracelet that has numbers on it, 1 through 12. The parents can either cross the number off, so they're all numbered. So if they want to go to the reindeer ornament one, let's say that it's number 1. After they do number 1, they cross that number out, or they hole punch it on their bracelet. So they know they cannot come back to that station again. So they have reindeer pancakes. We have parents that make reindeer pancakes, and this is what they look like with the different size pancakes. They bake in for the antlers, the Hershey Kisses for the eyes, and then the strawberry for the nose. That's their favorite one. They love that. So they get to eat their pancakes. We have parents that are inside of our classrooms that are monitoring the classrooms. So whenever they eat their pancake, they can go in the classroom and eat it. So we have parents in there monitoring. And then we have pin the nose on the reindeer. They can wear a blindfold, and then they can pin the nose on the reindeer. We have Jingle Bell Toss over here. We have a parent that's working that, so they can toss a jingle bell into the cups that are on the floor. And then we have reindeer toss, which is the antlers. They toss the little rings onto the antlers. The parents are wearing the antlers, so that's really fun. They can wear a reindeer hat for the day. I also have a blog post that tells all more details about my reindeer day. So if you're interested in my blog post, comment below, and then later on I will link it for you, okay? This is a reindeer hat that they can make. We also read, we don't make the books, we read the books about different reindeer. So the couple of days before the last day of school, we start reading reindeer stories. So I like to read all of the other reindeer, the littlest reindeer, the Itsy Bitsy Reindeer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Reindeer Christmas, That's Not My Reindeer, The Wild Christmas Reindeer, Reindeer, this is a nonfiction story. These two are nonfiction stories about reindeer that are really, really awesome. You can get off of Amazon. So all of the other reindeer is so fun. They can make this craftivity, which is a writing craftivity. Click on the picture later, so it'll take you straight to the resource, okay? They can write first, then next, last, and finally. And then they can write about it. They can make olive at the top here with the little Christmas trees on the side. And then if you haven't read A Reindeer Christmas, this is a very special story about giving to others that need love and care during Christmas time. These children are making wishes for Christmas in the story because they find a reindeer in the woods that is hurt, okay? He's cold and hungry, so they bring him inside to help him get better. They give him food, and little do they know that he is actually part of Santa's team. And so then they make a wish for Christmas. They can write about their Christmas wish. They put it in a treasure box. This is a very special story. I love it. So click on the picture, and it'll take you straight to the resource, okay? And then you could also do, if you don't want to do Elf on the Shelf, you can do a Reindeer on the Shelf. If you have any kiddos that are that cannot celebrate Christmas in your classroom, you could have a Reindeer on the Shelf. And then you could have them do a research project all about reindeer. So this is another resource you could click on. It's called Reindeer Research, Writing and Craftivities. You could have them make a lap book. I love having them make lap books. So you take one of those colored folders. You can get a pack of colored folders off of Amazon. If you want them all to be red, you can just get a package of red folders or blue folders or green folders. And then you have them color a reindeer to put on the top of the cover with a Christmas tree. And then on the inside, you could have them write different templates about reindeer. Or you could have them make this craftivity that has a reindeer on it with the little legs that are accordion style. You could have them write all about reindeer to put inside of his body here. So these are really cute to put in your holiday bulletin board. You could have them write about the reindeer on the shelf. This is kind of like the Elf on the Shelf, and it's called the Reindeer Diaries instead of the Elf Diaries. Okay, and then they could have a picture, draw a picture of their reindeer in the middle. Is our reindeer a girl or a boy? They color which one, and then what's their reindeer's name? And then they could write about the reindeer on the shelf if you want to. And then instead of reading Elf on the Shelf, you could read different reindeer books each day. So that would be really cute also. So this is a resource. They click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. If you want to do a book exchange, this is actually a freebie. It's not mine, but it's from a lady from TPT. So click on the picture and it'll take you straight to the resource. This is really fun if you want to have them do a holiday book exchange. Okay. Or you could also do a sock exchange. I do a Christmas sock or winter sock exchange. So whatever you want to have them do for the day that you have your party, that is really, really fun. If you don't want to have them bring presents, just have them bring a Christmas book or a winter book or a Christmas sock or a winter sock to exchange. So click on this picture later on and it's a freebie for you. Okay. Elf mentor text to read if you want to do Elf on the Shelf. Of course, you can do Elf on the Shelf, Christmas Tradition, The Littlest Elf, The Little Christmas Elf, How to Catch an Elf is really fun, Memoirs of an Elf, 5 Busy Elves, The Elves Night Before Christmas, Santa's Elf, 5 Busy Little Elves. So these 5 busy elves are stories that I like to read during math time. There's a lot of great math stories that you can read that are Christmas traditional. That go along with your theme. So these are great elf books. And then you could have, here's your elf diary. This is from TPT. This is not mine. It's from, I think it's from Kara Carroll, I believe, the First Grade Parade. So you could read The Elf on the Shelf. And then you could have them, if you want to read Christmas Trolls by Jan Brett, you can have them write a story about the Christmas Trolls. Okay, and then here's your Elf on the Shelf. I like to use prepositions because we use our Elf on the Shelf during writer's workshop time. And so this is when I talk to them about prepositions. Is the elf on the shelf? Is the elf beside the shelf? Is the elf above the shelf? And so they write about it where the elf is. And you could have an elf hat. Okay, why not? So in this holiday tradition, holiday hats for every month, and holiday, here's an elf hat for them. You could also have a Grinch day if you want to have a Grinch day. You could have Mr. Grinch, you are so, and then you could start talking about adjectives: old, mean, stinky, grumpy, naughty, nice, cool, good, loving, warm-hearted. So one side is the good side, and then the other side is the bad side. You could have them make a lap book of Mr. Grinch. You could have put his hat in his face, his grumpy little face, and then put little pom-poms for his hat here. Or you can use cotton balls. And then on the inside, you could have them do different templates about the Grinch, which is really fun. You could have them you could read How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course, or we can watch the movie. And then have them eat these little snacks with the grapes and the bananas and the strawberries and the marshmallows to make his little hat. So that's really cute. Here's a little poem that you can read. Hey there, Mr. Grinch. Row, row, row your boat. Hey there, Mr. Grinch. Why are you so mean? You tried to stop all the fun, the worst I've ever seen. So that's really fun. This is from First Grade Wow. If you Google First Grade Wow, okay, she has a blog and everything in her blog is totally free, okay? So it is linked here in this picture. If you click on the picture, it'll take you straight to First Grade Wow. So Christmas math mentor texts are awesome. I love reading these during math time. Counting to Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas, Countdown to Christmas, Christmas counting fun, the 12 days of Christmas, 1, 2, 3 Christmas, Pete the Cat's 12 groovy days of Christmas, and then the 12 days of Christmas again. Lots of great stories that you can read from math. And here is a really fun Christmas math that you could do. You know, I know everybody probably has bags and bags. Well, I don't know if everybody does, but I do. I have bags and bags of Christmas bows. I mean, put a thumbs up in the comments if you have bags of Christmas bows that you are trying to get rid of. So if you bag them up and put different colored bows inside of a baggie, give each child a bag of bows, or you could have partners, okay? Give partners a bag of bows. You could give them a chip tray that looks like this. In the dollar section, dollar store has these chip trays. They can sort the bows in these chip trays. Yes, look, Lucretia has lots of bows. That's awesome. They can sort them, they can count them, they can graph them. And then here's the little graph they can color in for each bow. They can color in the reds, the greens, the yellows, however many they have. They can count them. And then there is also a problem-solving page they can write about how many blues that they have, how many reds, how many whites, how many silvers, how many golds, how many pinks. So this is actually in my TPT store. Click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. They can color this Christmas bag of bows, and then they're going to put how many bows were actually in their bag that they counted. So it's just a really fun math graphing thing that you can do, graphing activity that you can do. And plus, then they can take their bows home. And then you can get rid of all your bows if you don't need them. Okay? Problem solved. Here's another subtraction, addition, math mat that you can do for Christmas. Click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. Yes, that's what you can do with all your bows. Yay! These are math mats. I love using these. I have them in my TPT store. There is a Christmas holiday math mat. There's a Christmas tree. Now, they can decorate the Christmas tree if you want to use like different jewels or different erasers. You can get these holiday erasers off of Amazon. You can have them do marshmallows if you want to do a hot chocolate, math, subtraction, addition, problem solving, okay? Give them some counters for these mats. They absolutely love them. You can actually, what's really fun too is you can actually read them a story problem. You can read it to them. They can build it as you are reading it to them with their holiday erasers or their marshmallows or their candy. Whatever you want them to do, they can make the story problem. And at the bottom, they are going to write in their story problem. They're going to write their number sentence at the bottom, okay? And then they're going to make their story problem. These are so fun, super cute. So click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. You can also play Christmas in and out or bump, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with Bump, I have this resource. It's called It's Bump Time, math workstation game. You don't have to teach it to them every single month. Teach it to them one time, and they know how to play each different month. So all you have to do, give them some counters. They need some snap cubes. They need 5. Actually, no, they need 10 of each color. So you give them 10 red or 10 green, and they play with a partner. They're going to roll the dice. I give them a double dice, okay? And whatever the sum is of the 2 dice, let's say they do 2 plus 2 is 4, they're going to take their counter, there's a snap cube, they're going to cover the 4. Now, if they roll another 4, another time, they can stack their cube on top of the first cube. But if their partner rolls a 4, their partner can bump them off, and they can put their counter on the 4, okay? Whoever uses up all of their cubes first wins. They love this bump game. They love it. So the free space is for 11 and 12. So if they roll a 6 plus 6 and they get a 12, they can put their snap cube on the free space. Okay? So bump is really fun. Click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. In and out is also fun. You can differentiate this one to meet the needs of your high kids or your low kids. So whatever the sum is, let's say you want to use 10, you give them 10 counters. One child is going to hide their eyes. The other child is going to put some counters on the desk in front of them. Then they say, I'm ready. And then the other one unhides their eyes, opens their eyes. They count how many are out on the desk. They're going to put the number. So let's say there's 10 in all. They have 4 out on the desk. They're going to say, oh, you have 6 in your hand. So then they open their hand and they count. And then if it's 6, they put 6 for in and then put 4 for out. Okay? And you can differentiate this for your higher level kids. So let's say you want to do 20. You can give them 20 or 30. Okay? So however many you want to give them. For your lower level babies, I would do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For your higher level babies, I would do 11 through 30 or 50, whatever you want to do. Okay? So that's really, really, really fun. So in and out is also in my TPT store, okay? And so you can click on the picture and it'll take you straight to the resource. Another really fun is one thing for math. You can have them do sticker stories for problem solving. These are Christmas story problems, okay? Christmas story problems. The answer is 7. What is the problem? So I have these examples here. I put 4 blue stars on the wreath, and then I put 3 red stars on the wreath. How many stars are on the wreath? 4 plus 3 equals 7. So that gives you the answer. They have to write the story problem to go along with the answer. And then they put the stickers on here. So there's a wreath. There's a Christmas tree. I put 2 stars on the Christmas tree. And then my sister put 7 more stars. How many stars are all together? The answer is 9. What is the problem? 2 plus 7 equals 9. So these are so fun. You could do at your teacher table. There's a reindeer. There is a Christmas present. There is a stocking. There is a gingerbread house. There's a snowman. So you decide what kind of stickers you want them to put on the story problem, and then they can either do an addition or subtraction, whatever you want them to do, whatever skill you are working on. These are so fun and so interactive. I love them. So click on the picture. It'll take you straight to the resource. This is a December home project. If you wanted them to make a Christmas diorama, this is actually a freebie in my TPT store. Okay? If you are on my email list, this was the freebie that I sent you this morning. Okay? So make sure you check the newsletter. It is on there. You can also click on the picture here. It'll take you straight to the resource in my TPT store. So they're going to make a diorama. They can make it however they want to. They're going to make a Christmas scene if they want to do a forest with a reindeer, if they would want to do a Christmas village, an ice skating rink, a gingerbread house. They are going to make a diorama. They can wrap the box with Christmas paper, and then they can bring it in. I typically give my kids bonus bucks if they do a home project. Then they can write about it. They can use first, then next, and last because it's a how-to story for procedural writing. So they can do that if you want to have them do that at home. You can also have them make it at school. You could have them send in different supplies. Bring a shoebox or a tissue box for them to make their Christmas diorama. And then they can bring in different assortment of candy, different supplies, such as they can bring in the little bitty Christmas trees, packages of Christmas trees, packages of different Christmas presents, packages of, there's all different kinds of things they can bring for their Christmas dioramas. So those are really fun. Oh, they can bring sequins or glitter or foil, beads, miniature Christmas trees, miniature Christmas boxes, miniature animals, toy dolls, small twigs for a fireplace, or whatever you want them to do. Okay. The next thing I was going to share with you is Christmas ornament gifts for parents. So I got these off of Amazon last year. And if you will, Melissa, I see you said I lost you. You might have to refresh your feed, Melissa, okay? If I lost you in the feed, just refresh it and see if it comes back, okay? These are wooden chips from Amazon, and so I let them paint them turquoise background, and then I let them use their fingers and white tempera paint, and then they make little snowman with their fingers. And then we color on these snowman with different colored Sharpies. And then I put a little string at the top. So these are just wooden chips from Amazon. You can get a package of 20, 30, 40, whatever you want to do. But these are really fun little ornaments. You could have them paint. You could actually have them paint whatever you want them to. They don't have to be snowman. But these little wooden chips are just really fun and easy for them to make for their parents, okay? Okay, I'm going to shift gears now, and I'm going to talk to you guys about my membership. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, I understand the feeling. What if I told you that all of your lesson plans, mentor text list, anchor charts, interactive notebooks, writing craftivities were already made and prepped for you? All you have to do is print them out. They're already there for you guys. If you like what I've showed you today, all of this that I showed you is already in my membership. You could spend more time with your families, for yourself, for in the evenings, on the weekends, and I understand the feeling of overwhelm. That's why I'm inviting you to join my email list and my membership subscription, okay? Now, I know everybody likes freebies, right? Everybody loves freebies. If you go in the comments, scroll all the way up to the very, very top of the comments, there is a link. If you would like my free lesson plans for cross-curricular lesson plans for Germany, holiday traditions in Germany, it's free, okay? There is a lesson plan for Reader's Workshop, Writer's Workshop, Science, Poetry, Social Studies, and Math, okay? So I'm going to go through each of these really quickly for you. Here's a quick little video. So all you have to do is sign up on my email list for this, okay? So lesson number 1 is reading, okay? Christmas in Germany. This is all about Germany. If you're interested, sign up on my email list. There is a link at the very top of the comments, okay? So the objective is I can identify and write about the author's purpose. You're going to read Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett, okay? You're going to talk about author's purpose. Here is the anchor chart, okay? The Gingerbread Baby author's purpose page, you're going to have them do for interactive notebooks, okay? And they can color in their slice of the pie and then write about it. So that's all about reading. Poetry is a focus poem called Little Green Tree. The objective is I can create a mental image of my poem by illustrating. So you're going to read The Little Green Tree. It's actually a song. I'm a little green tree in the house. Here is my trunk, here are my boughs. Decorate me now with lights so fine, then plug them in and watch me shine. So then they're going to glue it into their interactive notebook. If you have a poetry notebook, I know some teachers do, they can glue it on the left side, and on the right side, they can illustrate their mental image and visualize their Christmas tree. Okay, you can have them highlight the rhyming words in the poem, or you can have them highlight adjectives or nouns or verbs. For writing is, I can write a procedural text using first, then, next, and last. Here's the Gingerbread House writing craftivity. It's totally free, okay? Here is, you're going to read The Gingerbread Man by Karen Schmidt. And then procedural writing text vocabulary card tells about what procedural writing is, okay? Then they're going to write first, then, next, and last, and they're going to make this gingerbread writing craftivity, and then they can decorate it. So fun. For math, here is the math objective. I can count and add numbers to make 10. You can read 10 Gingerbread Men by Ruth Galloway. And then you're going to give them this Gingerbread Man 10 frame. You can give them gumdrops. You can give them counters like the erasers, Christmas erasers. Or you can give them any kind of candy, peppermint candy, if you want them to. They're going to make 10. And then they're going to write different ways to make 5 or 7 or 8 or 10. And then they can use their 10 frame to create different ways to make 5, or create different ways to make 7 or 8 or 10. And then write their sentences, number sentences at the top. Okay? So that's math. For social studies, it says I can identify and write the cardinal directions on a map. So you're going to read Me on the Map by Joan Sweeney. Here is an anchor chart that says all around the world. It has a compass rose on it, and it has labels of the different continents and different oceans in the anchor chart. And then you can give them this paper plate. They can make a paper plate of the world. And then this is really fun. You can give them a little button that has a airplane or a boat or a car. And also in the resource, I have these little pictures of a plane or a boat or a car or a parachute. And hot air balloon, sorry, not a parachute. And then you glue them onto a clothespin. And then on the bottom, you can put a magnet on the bottom and then show how it travels around the world. It's so fun. So that's for social studies. Then for science, it is I can investigate evergreen trees and learn about their life cycles. So you're going to read Oh, Christmas Tree by Jacqueline Farmer. And then you can show them these different parts of the life cycle of a tree, of the evergreen tree. And then they can do the experiment, the investigation that I showed you about the pine cones or the pine needles. And then they're going to illustrate the different parts of their evergreen tree. And they can illustrate different parts of the life cycle. So that's really fun. Okay. So if you want more, how about 2 more weeks of lessons with reading, writing, poetry, math, science, and social studies? So this would be in my membership. If you are already in my membership, you already have these lesson plans in the membership. So check this one out. This is really awesome. So if you're in my membership, you all, you know to go to the module that has Christmas resources, December resources, and then the lesson plans are right there under that module. Okay. Melissa, what links are you talking about, sweetie? Are you talking about the lesson plans? Okay, let me go back. I can link them again. Hold on one second. Okay, I will link the Okay, so I just linked the free lesson plans for Germany. If you want to click on it, I think it just popped up. Yep, there it goes. Okay, that is the free lesson plans. It's a Kajabi link. So click on that one and it'll take you straight to my sign up for my email list. Okay, and then I'm also going to give y'all the link to my membership, because if you want to check out my membership, there is also a page you can check out all the different parts of the membership, and you can watch a video that shows how to navigate my membership also. Okay, so that one also is there too. All right, so speaking of membership, so my membership is called Cross-Curricular Connections membership, and the cost is level 1, $20 a month. You have unlimited access to 400 plus resources from my TPT store. Every single resource from my TPT store is in my membership, okay? So if you buy my membership for $1 today, it's only $1 for a 7-day trial, okay? That is such a good deal. You get a dollar discount. You get all the webinars that I've ever made, okay, plus new ones added each month. You get YouTube videos plus new ones each month from my YouTube channel. My lesson plans that are exclusive only for my membership. So what I just showed you in the video of those lesson plans, I have already laid out all of those lesson plans for you for each month for all the thematic units that I teach myself, okay? And then also my podcast episodes are all in there also. They're all linked to the right units, okay? And that's level 1, which is $20 a month. Now level 2 is $25 a month. You have everything from level 1, plus you get courses. I have a math workshop, a writer's workshop, and an Empowering Connection first week of school course that are each worth 6 CPE hours, okay? Because remember, I'm CPE certified. So I can give you those CPE hours if you need them, okay? After you complete a course, just let me know, and I can see on my end if you've completed a course or not, and then I can give you those hours. You also have one-to-one coaching calls as needed. If you need time with me in a coaching call, let me know and we can schedule a Zoom meeting, okay? I'd love to meet with you if you need help with anything. I can help you with an observation lesson. I can help you with rigor and relevance. I can help you plan out a unit. I can help you with mentor texts that you need, okay? I can help you with a specific lesson. If you need a specific lesson for math or reading or writing or science or social studies, I can help you get back on track, okay? I can help you with behavior management, okay? Anything that you need, you let me know and we can have a Zoom call. Okay, that's one of the really great perks that you have with the membership level 2. And then of course my podcast, Teaching Cross-Curricular Made Easy, is also linked over there. But here's the good news. If you purchase the membership today, you can get $1. You get 1 week for $1. Okay, so in the comments section, look for the Kajabi link. Okay, there's a link. You get the whole membership for $1 for 1 week. You get to try it out. And if you don't like it after 7 days, you are not obligated to buy it. Okay. But if you do like it, then you will be charged the full amount of $20 or $25, depending on the level that you choose. Okay. So the link is in there if you're interested. Okay. So I have some teacher feedback from my membership. So Janina is watching today. Janina, I love that you're always here and you're my biggest fan. So that is amazing. She says, Cross-Curricular Connections membership level 2 has been so amazing and beneficial in my classroom. The focus on incorporating multiple subjects into my teaching truly has enhanced the learning experience for my students by helping them see the interconnectedness of different subjects. This membership has been valuable in improving my teaching approach and creating a more engaging learning environment for my students. Kara, keep up the great work and keep making fabulous materials. Thank you, Janina. That is so sweet. I love that feedback. And then Jelaine says, Create Your Balance with Literacy is an amazing resource. I had originally subscribed for the level 1 membership, but within a week or so, I upgraded to level 2. I've used many of her resources over the last 42 days of school. I'm currently using the Birds of a Feather unit from October Resources. This has been an amazing investment. Thank you, Kara, for being so creative. Thank you, Jelaine. That is excellent feedback. And then Allison says, joining this membership has been so awesome. So many great ideas, plans at your fingertips. Don't delay. I wish I had joined last year. Okay. So thank you, ladies, for that feedback. I really, really appreciate it. So these are the 400 resources that are included in the membership. So it's 58 back to school resources, year-long poetry bundle, 117 linking literature resources. Now, guys, this is actually more now because I've updated this. 23 math workshop resources, 47 science investigation resources, 6 different author studies such as Kevin Hinks, Laura Numeroff, Patricia Polacco, Jan Brett, Peter Reynolds, and Tommy DePaula. 20 writers workshop resources, 19 readers workshop, readers theater resources, thematic units, all about me, apples are appealing, community helpers, pumpkins, owls, bats, scarecrows, Native Americans, Christmas around the world, penguins, Arctic animals, weather, objects in the sky, president, American symbols, Texas, rainforest, insects, plants, life cycles, rocks and fossils, ocean and sea life. 13 farmhouse decor resources. If you are in farmhouse decor, you're in luck. And then the membership also includes 20 plus webinars that I've given, such as this, that I have updated each month. Writers Workshop, Readers Workshop, Math Workshop, Literacy Centers, how to get them up and running, Teaching Cross-Curricular, Creative Fun for Back to School, September through May, Fairy Tale Writing, Procedural Writing, Nonfiction Writing, Literature Circles, Behavior Management Reboot, Focus Poetry, Blending the Science of Reading with Guided Reading, and Fahrenheit Friday, which are all about my science investigations. Okay? So, Lucretia, I see your question. What levels do you have? Do you have pre-K and K? So, all of my resources can be differentiated for kindergarten also. And Janina, you can vouch for that because I know you teach kindergarten. So, my resources are all differentiated, okay? Everything that you see can be adapted to kindergarten, first grade, or second grade, okay? So, and then I have 2 different levels, level 1 and level 2. Like I said, level 1 is $20 and then level 2 is $25 a month. And then after the week, you get $1 for a whole week that you can try it out and see if you like it. There is a video that shows you how to navigate the membership so you know exactly the modules, what they have, and how to get to them. And you could spend like a whole day just exploring the whole membership. Okay, it's so jam-packed full of stuff for you. Okay, so it also includes level 2, 3 different courses worth 6 CPE hours each. From Scribbles to Stories, How to Launch Writers Workshop from Day 1. Math Workshop Magic, Empowering K2 Mathematicians, How to Launch Your Math Workshop from Day 1. And then Empowering Connection, which is my first week of school course. So if you took my Empowering Connections boot camp this past summer, I also have a course because the boot camp only goes to 5 days and the course goes to 10 days. So there's 10 days worth of lesson plans for reading, for writing, for math, for science, for social studies, okay? And then this is also worth 6 CPE hours, okay? The total value of the membership is $500, but you get it more than half off. That's a great deal, okay? Level 1 is $20 a month. Level 2 is $25 a month. You get, after 14 days, if you're not satisfied, you will get your money back, okay? Like I said, there's a link in the comments if you scroll up to where it says membership, my Kajabi membership subscription. You can click on the link and it'll tell you more information about it, okay? If you need PD credit for today, you can get PD credit. Let me know, message me on Facebook, or you can comment here in the comments and let me know if you need a 1-hour CPE credit for today, and I will send it to you, okay? Just let me know your full name, okay? All right, we are ready for our third winner, okay? So I'm going to pick Ani Carmela Tomeo Aragon. Yay, Ani! All right, so Ani, you have choices. You have 4 different choices today. you can win my Christmas Celebrations Around the World thematic unit, or you can win How to Catch Santa, which is my story companion, or you can win Let's Write About Christmas Writing Creativities, or you could win my Christmas Writing Center that has the sticker stories and the shape books in it. So you just let me know which one you would like. So my 3 winners today are Brenda, Melissa, and Ani, okay? So you guys can message me which one you like, and I will send it to you. Now, I am here for you guys. If you have any questions, you can ask a question about my membership if you have a question about that. And I think, Lucretia, I already answered your question about that. And then you can ask a question about anything that I showed you today, whether it's math or science or social studies. You can ask a question, and I'm going to scroll up and see if there's any questions. Melissa said she can't find the links, but I think I linked them all back on here. Let's see if there's any more questions. If you have a question, now is the time to ask, okay? And if you think of something, Gina says, I would love the Reindeer Day link. Okay, if y'all think of something, you can always ask right now. Okay, I'm gonna find Janina, I'm gonna find my blog post really quickly for you, which is on my website. I'm gonna link that on here so you can look at it. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please ask, okay? I would love to answer them for you. Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome. I'm glad to help. If there's anything, any blog post that you want to look at, okay? All right. I think I just yep, there it goes. Okay, I just linked it at the bottom here. So it's called My 12 Reindeer Crafts and Stations. 12 Reindeer Day Crafts and Stations, okay? So you can look at that whenever you're ready. I also have a blog post all about my Christmas Around the World. So I'm going to link that also here. Because I just finished writing that one actually last night. Okay. Okay, so there's 2 blog posts that you guys can look at the bottom here. Okay. So I think that is it. Okay. If you have any teacher friends that you would like to invite to our Facebook group, please do. I would love to have more teachers in our Facebook group. And oh, don't forget, we're going to start our 12 Days of Christmas Facebook challenge this evening, okay? So watch out for that. I'm going to actually be posting that in a couple hours. And then I'm going to be posting this webinar in our Facebook group. It's going to be a freebie, okay? So you can click on any of the pictures from any of this webinar. You can click on the pictures. It'll take you straight to the resource, okay? All right, if you want to see any of those. So you guys have a wonderful, fabulous week back at school. I cannot wait to see your classrooms. I would love to see your classrooms if you post them in our Facebook group. And let's make a post, and make a thread of all of our classrooms decorated for Christmas. I would love to see them and see new ideas, okay? That would be so super fun. All right, so until next time, let's take your classroom to the next level. And you guys have a fabulous week. Have a great Sunday. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.